Another year, another time where we get rumors at the end of the season where Sean McVay is going to TV. Reports that he is now newly married. He wants to settle things down in his life. And FrontOfficeSports.com is reporting that NFL broadcast partners are eyeing McVay as a potential game or studio analyst for 2023. You think that's a lock? I think it's a lock.
Yeah, I do. I mean, his team sucks. They're not going to contend for anything for a long time. He's burnt out. You heard about the idea of retiring last year. Yeah, and by the way, you can make more money doing that than coaching. I mean, they're handing out money like candy to some of these guys.
They are, Mike, but once you're a coach, you're always a coach, and you want to go back. I just think he's hoping that Saints just throw up their hands and say, okay, you know what, you can go do whatever you want to do. But he is telling you, I'm not going back to New Orleans.
So, no, McVay.
Oh, McVay. Oh.
Yeah, McVay.
Oh.
That McVay would go to TV.
Yeah, he's
wants
done.
to settle down.
He's
in
got
his
Super
life.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the Super Bowl. Yeah, there's no point. You're
And the
giving
team's
up
terrible.
F those picks. Well, that's coming home to roost now. Yeah.
Roberto, go ahead and play that rumors one more time for me. Because there are rumors out here in the football world regarding Lamar Jackson. Yes, he's hurt right now, but is he hurt because he can't play, or is he hurt because he doesn't have a contract?
Choice B.
A lot of people are believing that he's not playing because of the contract.
And John Harbaugh basically shaded him.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is, and this is where I hate when contracts go into the season. And I think Lamar has his side where he goes, I'm not playing unless I'm 100% because you didn't pay me. And the team looks at it as, wait, if you want us to pay you, you're our team leader. You have to play hurt. You have to play less than 100%. It's a total mess. And you just hate to see it.
You hate Lamar.
He's terrible.
Team that's in the playoffs that may not even have a quarterback because they don't
Hey,
have a contract.
even if he plays, they don't have a quarterback.
He'll play in the playoffs, but out of the regular season, if he's going to get injured, it's got to mean something. And for him, regular season is meaningless. I don't want to, become Kyler Murray and blow out my ACL and have to sit out half the year and lose out on money.
Let's talk about this, a quote for a second from offensive coordinator of the Jets, Mike LaFleur. He says, in hindsight, it probably would have been benefit him, Zach Wilson, to just sit back and learn a little bit and watch a veteran and just kind of grow in this league. So basically he's saying he should have sat the entire first year. That's something that doesn't happen anymore.
Correct.
Why doesn't that happen anymore?
Because you don't have time. Because you've got a rookie scale contract that only lasts so long. Because you have to explain to your owner, we used the number 1 pick, number 2 pick in the draft on this kid, and I don't get to play him. You got to sell seats. You got to sell luxury boxes. This isn't Terry Bradshaw sitting for 2.5 years.
No, I mean, and then, look at San Francisco. They kind of did that last year, handed over to Trey Lance. You got nothing. And now, you were a long way away from when Steve McNair came into the league and redshirted his entire first year. You have to play. It's unfortunate because I think a lot of quarterbacks should actually sit and learn something because you don't think Justin Fields could have used some help and just sitting there and learning the game instead of getting killed last year?
Right.
So let's do this here because CBS, their NFL site, they released a few predictions for the offseason, for the upcoming offseason. It says crazy predictions. Want to know if you think they're crazy or not. First one, Jimmy G signs with the New York Jets.
It's not crazy.
It's
just not something I think is optimal.
You know what? I think so because he's not going to break the bank. Where if you go after Carr, now you're offering picks. You got to make Jimmy G is marginal. And I think his contract's up after this year.
Correct.
So it's whatever you want to pay him.
Yeah. Correct. And that is the next one. Derek Carr gets traded to the Commanders.
It would go with their theme of continuing the recycling bin. If I'm Derek Carr, why would I go one dysfunctional franchise for another? If I'm Derek Carr, I got to be honest with you, I'd probably retire before I played for the Commanders.
I would go to Panthers.
Go to the golf course. Be done with it. Like, I've already seen this movie before.
He's going to go full Gronk. No, I didn't get traded to Detroit. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, you're going to trade me there? I retire. I just wouldn't deal with it.
Next one, Tony Pollard signs a major contract to leave the Cowboys.
That's not crazy.
I think it's going to happen. I think it's a bad idea.
Correct.
But I do think it's going to happen because running backs have a shelf life. So whoever gets him is going to think they're going to sell the fans, sell the jerseys.
2 years.
And, yeah.
That's what you
If
get.
that.
But he's electric. But no, I wouldn't pay him, and I wouldn't pay Saquon.
Wouldn't pay Saquon.
No.
Okay.
You
Next.
don't pay running backs a second
No,
contract.
If you can get like the deal you got with Jamal here with Detroit, great. But
You're
breaking
right.
the bank?
He's not. Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying the Lions didn't break the bank with him.
Another one, and this is right in your backyard, Mike. Odell Beckham signs with the New York Giants the minute free agency starts.
I'm all set. Earlier in the year, if he wanted to play for cheap for the rest of the year, I would have.
Well, who's your receivers?
I just rather do what we discussed. Go in the draft, go get a guy, and then pay a free agent who's an actual adult, whose knee didn't explode. Or make a trade. You know, why not? Here, you want to do something bold? Call the Raiders and trade for Devontae Adams. Go do what Philly did to get A.J. Brown. I'd rather wait and look at the market and see, hey, Tyreek Hill moved last year. We never thought that would happen. Devontae Adams moved. We never. A.J. Brown. I'll sit and wait. I'll take a guy in the draft, and I'll make a deal.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you go get D. Hopkins.
Plus, honestly, like, you can't trust Odell beyond the year you sign him.
You can't trust Odell, period.
Okay, then.
I'm just rooting for radio.
Got it.
I just want to watch your head explode.
Perfect.
Man, Rico, you like segue into the next thing because the next one is DeAndre Hopkins gets traded to Chicago.
Oh, my.
Well, David, you know, I am ahead of my time.
Invest in your quarterback. Other teams have done it. Jalen Hurts got A.J. Brown traded for him.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the other one.
The problem is,
Steph
unless
Diggs.
Devontae Adams plays left tackle, they may want to focus on that position group, too.
Well, they can end up with the number 2 pick of the draft, so they could go with the best O lineman, the Bears. I don't hate it. I don't know what relationship that Hopkins has with Justin Fields,
yeah.
but yeah, they definitely need a playmaker, a wide receiver. He's going to get every pass thrown to him. So I don't hate that idea. Matter of fact, they should probably make it happen.
And then the final one is Tom Brady jumps to the Raiders.
No.
No, he's going to be in San Francisco.
Just retire already. Please,
Yeah,
God.
he'll be in San Francisco. Joe Montana will show up to the game with the white. Yeah, they'll all be there.
And then will you still be complaining about your quarterback situation?
Yes, because now we got an old quarterback.
Oh, just stop it now.
Brady will
Hey.
be the first quarterback to ever play duct tape to an office chair.
Kenny,
He can't move.
do you know who the Lions' third-string quarterback is?
Boy, you're in the playoffs.
They don't
Grab your
have
ribbon.
one.
And that is
Wow.
in football today.